104.5 The Team, your home for big board sports, 10 to noon, and of course, Levack and Goz, 2 to 7 or 2 to Yankee game, depending upon the day. Chris Onorato joining us for Section Tuesday right now. Chris, it's raining outside.
There's a surprise.
Right. Well, if the Cavs were winning, this would be good news for you.
I know, man. I know. I would find a game somewhere to cover, even if there was no interest by the viewing public, just to get guys out there with me.
I've been doing a lot of bicep curls, getting ready to make sure the arm's ready to go. I think you should turn around, though, and look what Woods is eating for lunch, because that might be your future.
That's
more
something.
so.
Yeah, okay. All right.
It's a Mexican cuisine for lunch coming.
If the Cavaliers lose the series, though, I'm okay. I can handle buying lunch for guys.
Yeah.
Your end of the bargain is tough.
Well, I mean, my biggest concern is I don't know where to get a picture, like a 4-foot picture of Roger Weiland to wear on as a
He might have one at home somewhere. We can check.
Yeah. If anybody, glossy or non-glossy? I got one in the car.
It's like that scene in Old School, right, where they put up Luke Wilson's photo in that huge frame at the end. Roger's got one of those laying around somewhere.
Well, listen, high school kids now help us out because they bring the big heads to games.
That's true.
So they find a way to, Staples or somewhere. You've
got to be able to, right? Yeah. I'll figure it out. But that's my biggest concern is because if you're not aware, the wager was Warriors win, Goz and Roger win. Goz gets lunch. Roger gets me to embarrass myself on the corner of Wolf and Central. Cavs win. I make an appearance on News 13 with Roger, and Goz has to follow Chris around with an umbrella as he shoots whatever the local events are.
That one's good.
Was it Farnsworth Gosley?
That's right. Farnsworth Gosley. That's right.
So, all right, let's local sports. There's a lot going. Goz has been like growling at Section 2 lately.
Yeah, I don't want to jump the gun on here, Levack, but it is the state semifinals in softball.
Yep.
In my alma mater, the Salve Bearcats from Section 3, for the second year in a row, we're going to take on a Section 2 team. I think it was Ichabod Crane last year, and now they get Cohoes. Chris, I want to start talking trash to Cohoes softball. Is that against etiquette for me as a professional broadcaster to talk smack to Cohoes softball?
Right, professional. It's against etiquette as a grown man. So I don't know. Levack, help me out here. Which is more in question, the professional broadcaster or grown man part?
I've seen him in a Hooters girl costume. Yeah. I would say the grown man. He calls himself Gozzy Bear.
These are 16, 17, 18-year-old high school females. You want to put them down?
At you like ants.
They got to learn their lessons, right? They got to learn it today. Losing is a part of life. And they have to lose this weekend. I'm sure Cohoes' team is very nice, but Salve's due for a state championship. Only one in school history.
Isabel DeCero in the circle, as they call it in softball, she's dominant, man. She's going to be tough to beat by your Salve Bears.
I know. Lauren Nichols committed to Lemoyne. She's a beast, too. Couple no-hitters this season. But I'm hoping not for heartbreak. They've been so close so many years. Extra inning losses. Cohoes is fine. I know Section 2 is close to everybody here in Albany, but I'm rooting for the Bearcats this weekend.
That's Saturday 1:30 in Malta at Moreau.
Would it be wrong if I went and meowed for the whole game?
Don't do that. Does Chris even know what that means?
I don't think Chris knows the story of Salve.
I don't.
Apparently, back in the day, the Italians in Salve made polenta.
Why they got to be Italian?
That's what he told me as a story.
That's right. Okay. From Tyrol, Italy. They're Tyrolean. Yes.
Tyrolean from, yes, there you go.
The Italians get mad if they're associated with what Levack is about to say here.
So, allegedly, there used to be a lot of cats in Salve.
Okay.
Then there was a lot of polenta in Salve, if you get what I mean.
I get what you mean.
So, I guess to taunt Salve, Doug Sherman, who does a lot of calls for ESPN, told us they would meow whenever they played Salve.
Oh, boy. That's not right.
Yeah, somehow those cats had gone missing.
It's not right. It's not right.
I want to defend my school and people about this, but I've heard too many people that confirmed it the other way.
Saying, if you're going to go taunt a bunch of 16, 17-year-old girls, I'm going to make sure they have a fire back for
you. Go Bearcats this weekend. What else is going on in the spring sporting event this weekend?
Well, let's go Friday, guys. We've got the baseball semifinals in Binghamton. We have two baseball teams out there. Albany Academy. Ben Seiler is Academy's best pitcher. He threw a perfect game in the Section 2 semifinals. So they play 3 o'clock at Binghamton University. And then Fort Ann, who we've talked about already on this segment, I know, throughout the weeks. You're talking about Tyler Madison. He's going to D1 Bryant. You're talking about Garrett Bailey. He's going to pitch at Cornell. They'll play 3 o'clock Conlin Field, both games in Binghamton. And then you have the Burnt Hills girls lacrosse team. They're the only lax team still standing, and they will play Friday at Cortland, 11:30. If they win, they then play Saturday.
I love it. So a lot of great athletes, a lot of great sports going on through the area. I'm glad we brought back the Fort Ann because Coach Dave would start yelling at me if we don't talk enough about Fort. He actually sent me an update recently.
There you go.
About everybody. So we may have to do like a weekly Fort Ann.
Well, then
segment.
we should mention Fort Ann softball plays Saturday as well. Bailey is strewn throughout the community of Fort Ann, and they're all really good baseball or softball players. Fort Ann softball, Shaker softball, Greenville softball, and the soon-to-be victorious Cohoes softball team. That's Saturday. Yeah.
Hey, I've got a cat in that fight. So I hope people realize this is a long, long time ago. We don't know it was true.
So the evidence isn't great on my side.
Chris Onorato with a Section Tuesday right here on 104.5 The Team. Chris, aren't you off today?
Well, yeah, I'm off from TV today.
So you don't know what a day off actually means.
I am. Here's what I've said since jumping on the radio side of things. I am scheduled to be somewhere 7 days a week for work. Now, the amount of work I put in during that period of time is within question. But I am here. I'm here or there. I'm somewhere.
If you have a fantasy team in sports like baseball or football, you are consistently in a lineup. You don't have to worry about taking you out. You're playing all season long for you.
Yep, I will be there, no doubt about it. The same way Eli Manning has always been under center, and as you heard this morning, Roger lost his mind. We had a guy from Bleacher Report on, Brad Gagnon, who has Eli number 2 amongst the most overrated players in the NFL.
Who's number 1?
The Raj just went after him. Joe Flacco.
Doesn't he know Flacco is elite? I mean, hasn't he seen the memes online?
You can't spell elite without Eli.
Right.
That's true, too.
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go back in the logger and listen to that back and forth between Roger and
Listen, I mean, it was a fun debate. It's always a fun debate to have. I love lists, so I'm forcing Raj into situations like this. But it's a good conversation to have. Eli's got the 2 Super Bowls and the 2 MVPs in the Super Bowl. So can he really be overrated? Well, I guess it depends what your definition of overrated is. Is he top 10 currently? Yeah, probably.
Top 10. I would
right?
give him top 10.
I mean, we could go through a list and come up with 10. But is he top 10 all time? No. So you're not going to call him one of the greatest quarterbacks ever, but he's certainly the best quarterback the Giants have ever had. Don't even at me, Phil Simms, people.
I'm trying to think. Phil Simms. He did have that great Super Bowl.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
I want to know how many Phil Simms people are on Twitter to at you, though.
None. Yeah, none.
Johnny, get out the face place in the tweeter. We're going after Onorato on this one. Chris Onorato. So you actually have some time. When you leave here, you're done for the day.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go see what the inside of a gym looks like. It's been a while. And then maybe a little dinner and movie and, candles and see what happens.
So, all right. I'll be over after the show, I guess. That's nice. Thanks for the invite. Chris Onorato, Big Board Sports, News Channel 13, and a rare romantic evening off.
There you go. Yeah.
Thanks for slowing down your day off-ish with us.
Thanks, boys.